Alright guys, we are back today, and I wouldn't say we're matching, obviously not the glass, I don't look like this, but color scheme wise, we're pretty dang close, and we're back again with another Samuel Adams beer. Now, this one is part of that spring pack. I probably should look what the box says, but this one says Samuel Adams Alpine Spring. Kind of digging this kind of like pistachio green, mint green looking color. But anyway, let's see what the can says. Now, it's kind of hard to read. It's white lettering on a very light surface. But it says, first brewed in 2011. Wow. This unfiltered lager balances bright citrus and hop character. It's a clean and crisp as a spring morning. And, like spring itself, only available for a limited time. So, now, it's kind of funny. I wanted to say Irish Spring, but obviously it's not Irish Spring. That's soap. Hopefully this doesn't taste like soap. If it does, well, bad news for you. But anyway, we can get right into this crap. Another solid one. Let's get to the pour. Okay. I didn't get all that in there. I didn't know how this was going to play out. Let's see. Can't really get a good smell through the can. I don't know if you guys have any like evergreen or pine trees around, but this is very piney type. I do have a pine needle tree, is what we call them, at least a pine needle tree in my backyard. So it kind of reminds me of that, which it's not bad at all. I think it's probably because the way I poured it, but we got a nice 3-finger head going on. But it's holding up, which lots of times they say the quality of beer and also the quality of how clean your glass is determines how fast your head goes away on your beer. And I forgot to mention, this is, where does it say it at? This is a 12-ounce can, obviously. 5.5 ABV, and it's 18 on the IBU. So the IBU, like I said before, the bitterness scale of the beer. Now let's get into the sip. Like I said, very pine needle smell. I'm not against it, but not my favorite. Let's get a sip. I feel like I've tried beers similar to this before. Let me get another sip in. Trying to think of the beer that I've had that this is equivalent taste to. And it's gonna sound really bad, but let's see. It's gonna sound really bad, but it almost kind of reminds me of a Natural Light or Keystone Light taste. Very like bread, very heavy on the bread taste, on the grains, you know. Not my favorite. It is a smoother beer, not something I would go with. It kind of has a hazy color through it. It's nowhere near as clear as the blonde ale. That blonde ale was extremely clear. I mean, insane how clear that blonde ale was. But this one kind of has like a hazy golden honey look toward to it. It was holding me back. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of a Natural Light or a Keystone Light, and I'm not big fans of those two beers. But it's nowhere near as bad as those two beers. Those are probably my least favorite freaking beers ever. You can debate me about that. Hit me up. I do not care. But just because of the taste that it reminds me of, I'm going to go 7.2. I mean, still passing number, but not my favorite. Like I said, let me know if you like Keystone or Natural Light. This is what it kind of reminds me of. So 7.2 on the Alpine Spring Samuel Adams Spring Edition beer. Cheers.